Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening if you are tuning in your evening time. It's so good to be with you. And I wanted to start today by sharing a realization that I had sitting in meditation over the last weekend that may not be a lightning bolt moment for you, but I think you know how the mind can go a lot of places in meditation. This realization was kind of this big one for me. And it was this that the air that we all are breathing right now, and that we just breathed a moment ago, a few minutes ago, yesterday, the day before, was inside someone else's lungs at some point. And I was thinking about this as I was driving my son to school today. I was looking at all the people around me in their cars and the people walking on the street, that they shared the same breath or have shared the same breath, either as me or as other people around the globe. And that maybe even those people are sharing the same breath as people on the other side of the world right now, who are either in a wonderful space or a difficult space, someone laughing or crying or maybe drifting off to sleep. And that was this lightning bolt for me. And then in meditation, of course, my mind became very active about how the breath carries all of these particles and molecules that have traveled through millions of years, billions of years, lives, and maybe not even similar molecules, but the same molecules, that they have been borrowed and exchanged and transformed over and over again to lead us to this point, this breath, and that we're never breathing alone. We're always breathing. We always have that in common. You know, the person across from you is breathing. I'm breathing. You're breathing. The person who frustrates the hell out of you is breathing. The one that you love the most and with your whole heart is breathing. And we all need this very simple and automatic act to exist in this world. And it connects us all. So, that is what inspired today's practice, which is called Just Like Me. And if you're not familiar with the practice, it goes a little bit like this. So you first connect with someone in your life. It could be a friend that you have, it could be a dear friend, someone that you might be struggling with, it could be a stranger that you maybe want to get to know, someone that you've had an interaction with. And like I said, it could be someone who's very difficult for you. It could be somebody who's very easy for you. But whoever this person is that you select for the Just Like Me practice, you hold them very gently in your awareness. And we will, while you're doing that, we will repeat phrases that ideally help you, help all of us move beyond separation, moving beyond this feeling that we are not one, but bring us into a place of compassion, kindness, and love. And in this practice, you let your breath be your anchor. So whenever you feel distant or separate or disconnected, if you have those feelings come up in the meditation, you come back to this moment and this breath, the common thing that we all share as human beings. And um, thinking about this idea that somewhere, some place in this world, someone else just like you is doing exactly the same thing, that have done they've done this for a million years, right? A million, hundreds of millions of years. So coming back to that place of commonality. So today we will meditate for about 20 minutes, as we usually do. And as always, I will keep track of the time. So go ahead and find a position that feels comfortable, that allows you to be both alert and relaxed. And you can make that whatever it means to you. If you want to rest on the earth, you can do that. Find a comfortable seat in your chair, on a sofa, legs up the wall, whatever that is. But just make sure that you are comfortable. That's the key. Your hands can rest in your lap or at your sides, or you can even bring them to your heart as we begin the practice today. Perhaps tuning in to the energy of the heart before we move into our practice. As you begin to settle into a position of comfort, you might gradually deepen the breath, filling the lungs in through the nose and out through the nose, helping to settle the body, helping to relax the mind, and allowing yourself to arrive to today's practice. Letting your breath return to its natural rhythm and depth. And perhaps noticing the rhythm of your own breath. Noticing how it circulates in the body. Perhaps the direction that it moves as it goes in through your nostrils. Does the direction that it moves venture upwards? Does it move down? Does it expand to all of your extremities? And as you breathe in and out through the nostrils, perhaps noticing the temperature of the breath. The quality of the breath. And tuning in to your moment to moment awareness. Noticing any sensations in the body. Any sounds in your environment or in your body. Noticing the surface beneath you, how it holds you. Letting your body relax ever so slightly. Letting whatever came before this and whatever is to come to move out of your awareness. And allow yourself to arrive to this moment over and over again. Bringing your attention now to your heart space. If you're so inclined, you might connect with your heart space by placing your right hand or left hand on your heart, guiding the breath in and out of the center point in the body. Noticing the energy of breathing into the heart space. You might even envision this warm gold light moving through your heart space, circulating in all directions. Breath easy and natural. And letting any places of tension dissolve. And returning your attention to the expansiveness of the heart. We'll begin our Just Like Me practice now. So as we begin, bring someone to mind. It could be a family member, a friend, colleague, someone whom you love, is neutral or could be difficult. In your mind's eye, you might see, feel, or imagine this person sitting across from you. And as I share each phrase, I invite you to repeat it silently and direct it to the person who's sitting across from you. This person has a body and a mind just like me. This person has feelings, emotions, and thoughts just like me. This person has experienced physical and emotional pain and suffering just like me. This person has at some time been sad, disappointed, angry, or hurt just like me. This person has felt unworthy or inadequate just like me. This person worries and is frightened sometimes, just like me. This person has longed for friendship, just like me. This person is learning about life, just like me. And as you continue to hold this person in your awareness, I invite you to take a few moments to notice or sense what the experience is like or feels inside of your body. Noticing any sensations, any messages, perhaps any words or colors that might arise. Sensing into what it feels like to think that the person across from you is just like me. They share the same breath, just like me. If you notice that you have any difficult emotions that arise in this process, simply allow them to be as they are. You might get curious and explore. You might ignore the emotions. You might simply allow them to be without any judgment. You decide. If nothing arises, simply allowing the space in this moment to be here with and for each other. You might welcome in any other sentiments that you would like to share with this person, and I'll track the time. Turn your attention now to anything you are grateful for in this moment. We'll spend a few more moments in silence, resting in the stillness of being, breathing, and bringing all of that we're grateful for into our heart space. I'll track the time. As our meditation comes to a close, I'd like to share some words from John F. Kennedy. For in the final analysis, our most basic common link is that we all inhabit this small planet. We all breathe the same air. We all cherish our children's futures. And we are all mortal. Inviting you now to gradually bring your attention back into the space around you. Perhaps tuning in to your feet beneath you, your hands resting in your lap or at your sides. Gradually deepening the breath. Bringing some small and gentle movements back into the body. Perhaps a movement of the shoulders, moving the neck from side to side. Perhaps raising your arms and stretching, bringing some gentle life back into the body, some more movement. I invite you to bring your hands together, perhaps rubbing them to bring some heat to the hands. And then placing the heel of your palm gently in your eye sockets and with a gentle pressure down, deepening the breath. Taking one more breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Releasing the hands, gently blinking your eyes open. Taking your surroundings in with fresh perspective. And reminding yourself when you run into somebody who brings you joy or someone who annoys you today, tomorrow, and the next week, that you do have one thing in common, and that is your breath. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. The light in me honors and sees the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. We'll see you next time.